Hey, Sonny here. So this is the intro to a song called "Don't Say It Is Over" by White Lion. That was the intro and verse. So we are going to cover this part, and then we'll cover the chorus and maybe this entire solo in the next video. So, okay, first part of the intro. Alright, so that right there is a C6 chord. Basically, I use my index finger on the A3, A string, 3rd fret, and D7th, 7th fret on the D string. Play those two notes together. Play the C power chord after that. C power chord is A3 and D5. So when you play that chord, dead stop and just kind of mute just a little bit. And you play the C power chord. So again, do it again slowly. I'm sorry, do it again. And then you slide up from 5th fret to 7th fret on the A string. And you play the 5th fret on the D string. So, alright. So basically that's a C chord and a C6. You gotta use your pinky. So after that, you have to go to this strange chord here. It's really just a G, with a G with a second, a major second add to it. Basically, you're playing the 2nd fret of your A and 2nd fret of your G together. And when you're doing that, make sure your index finger is the bottom of your index finger slightly touch the D string, so it will not rain out. So all you hear is you strike those three strings together, the A and the D and the G together, but because the bottom of your index finger is muting the D string, you're only hearing the A string and the G string together. Alright? If you want to be adventurous, you can play this stretch chord right here, which is the 2nd fret of your A and 7th fret of your D. But that's some serious stretching. It sounds better like this actually. If you don't stretch, you get that open sound to it, because with the 2nd fret on the G, it's a little more higher tonality, so it gives it a little nice. So you get that sound or this. I'm sorry. So it's a little more sharper when you play like that. So I would recommend that. So you play the 2nd fret of your A and the 2nd fret of your G, and make sure your index finger is kind of slightly touching the D string, so you mute the D string so you won't hear it. So after that chord, you play the this is basically a G chord with the G at the higher note. So you're playing the 2nd fret of your A and 5th fret of your D. Alright. And then you slide from 5th fret to 7th fret on the A and play the 5th fret on the D. Alright. So far we have this. Okay, make sure you mute. So after you play that chord, you dead stop, mute, and you play the G chord. So you do the same thing. So the 3rd part right there, you play 1st fret of your A, 5th fret of your D. Again, you got to stretch out with your pinky and your index finger. And then you play the B flat chord, A1 and D3. And then you play the 3rd fret on the A, hammer on the 5th fret of your A. And play the 3rd fret of your D. Alright, so okay, so far we have this. and don't just let the note rain out on the 3rd fret of your D, and that's an F note. And then you slide, and you pick it again, you slide down the 2nd fret. Play the 3rd fret of your A. Play the 2nd fret on the D again. Hammer on the 3rd fret. And then play the open G string. And the 3rd fret of your D again. And play the G again. So that's when you play that the 3rd fret of your D and the open G note, that's basically a major 2nd interval. It has a kind of cool and a strange way sound to it. It doesn't resolve itself, but it's kind of cool. If you listen to it a lot, that's the major 2nd. That's what it sounds like. So the D2 chord, you know. Got a major 2nd sound to it. So again, play slowly. And you repeat the whole thing again. The last time we played, we just let the G ring out. So, and we don't go back to the 3rd fret of your D. Let it rain out and dies down, and you start playing the. That's when the singing start, and we'll start covering the verse, which is the cleanest sound in the intro. Oh, and one more thing I want to talk about the intro. Is that the note that you move down from the 3rd fret of your A? That's a C. Well, it's in the key of C, but you had that passing note added at the B flat because the C major scale has no flat. It's just C, D, E, F, G, A, B. But in this particular song, we have a passing note on the B flat. So it goes from the 3rd fret, C note, the 2nd fret of A, B, and then to 1st fret of your A, which is a B flat. Alright, so we'll go. So you can get that. Alright, so get a passing note to it. So Alright, so now we move on to the verse. Before we go into the arpeggio of the verse, let's cover the notes. The bass note is in the C on the 3rd fret of your A string, and it goes to B, 2nd fret of your A. We're just talking about bass note right here, and then it goes to open A, and then to 1st fret of your E string, F. That's F note, and then go to the 3rd fret of your E, which is a G, and then goes to C, back to 3rd, so you got kind of get it into your head what the bass sounds like. So now we add and then we'll add the arpeggio part to it, to the bass note we just heard. So it goes like this. Alright, so alternates on the bass note. So on first section, the first measure, we'll play the C chord. Alright, so what I'm doing is I play 3rd fret on A, open G, 1st fret of your B string, open G, open B, listen boy, 1st fret of your B, open G, the 2nd fret of your A. So let's measure 1. Okay? After you play the 2nd fret of your A string, you hold it for 1/8 note, and then you play the pivot again on the same pattern. Open G, and 1st fret of your B, open G, open B, 1st fret of your B, open G, and you lift all your hands up, you play open A string, and you play the 1st fret of your E string with your index finger. Okay, and then you play the open G again, same pattern. 1st fret of your B, open G, open G, open B, 1st fret of your B, open G, and goes to your 3rd note of your E string. Alright, so that's 3 measures we covered so far. Let me play it slowly from the top, just those 3 measures. Alright, let me do that again. Oh, make sure you stay on the bass note so you let it rain out. I kind of lift my finger up on the 2nd fret of your A, but I shouldn't. Again, one more time before we move on to the next 3 measure. Alright, so that brings us to the next measure. You hold it onto the G note for another 1/8 measure before you play the Alright, so that's the last part of it. So again, you start after you hold on a G note on the 3rd fret of your E, you play the same pattern I talked about before on a higher string. Open G, 1st fret of your B, open B, open G, open B, 1st fret of your B, open G, 3rd fret of your low E, and start from the top again from the 3rd fret of your C. So that's the last part of it. Alright, so let me put the whole thing together, just those 4 measures. That's pretty much the verse. You repeat those 4 measures over and over several times before we go to the chorus, or the bridge before you go to the chorus. Alright, so So that's the verse. If we play it a little faster, it sounds good.